Great morning, students. So, I hope you heard about our college results, right? So, this year we have secured district first. In Dharwad district, we stood first place. Shravani Raichur has scored 590 out of 600 and stood first in Dharwad district this academic year. 1920 batch. So such a wonderful result they have produced. This 2019-20 batch. Hope this will be a benchmark and then a challenge to all the upcoming students to cross and to reach this score. I hope all the best. I wish all the students to do hard work in the same manner like how the 2019-20 batch has done. They have produced a wonderful result, colorful result. So please do hard work like them and make your parents happy. Okay, so today I would like to start the concept GRR and NRR, which was completed earlier in the previous video. I have sent. Please go through that, the introduction part of GRR and NRR explanation. Now today I am going to explain about problems on GRR. GRR means gross reproductive rate. Look at here, one example problem I have solved it. Calculate GRR for the following data. Age group 15 to 19, 20 24, 25 29, 30 34, 35 39, 40 44, 45 49. If you observe the age groups, 15 to 49 childbearing age, 5 magnitude quinquennial age, so both are taken. Next, female population and female births. So far in fertility rates we have seen live births, but here what is the difference between fertility and reproductive? In the reproductive rate, sex of the newborn baby also should be considered, that is only female, so female births are to be considered along with female population. So age considered as well as sex of newly born baby is also considered. Now look at the formula of GRR. GR equals to 5 summation WSFR. 5 is a quinquennial age. WSFR is nothing but woman specific fertility rate. You heard about ASFR, age specific fertility rate. Now what is the difference between ASFR and WSFR? There in particular specific age we calculated live births by female population, but here in WSFR female births by female population, that is the difference. There live births, here female births, that's why their age specific and here woman specific. So WSFR formula is female births by female population in a specific age multiplied by 1000. So there 20 births and then 1000 female population, 20 by 1000 into 1000, that is equals to 20. So that is the first age group. Always you remember, whenever you calculate WSFR or ASFR, the first initial age group has to be calculated at the bottom, only one age group, and the remaining all directly in the table itself you can calculate by making one column, WSFR column. See here I have calculated two age groups, even 2024, 60 divided by 900 into 1000, you will be getting 66.7. So the remaining things we will calculate in the table directly. Here come the table. See WSFR 20 we have calculated, 66.7 also we calculated. Next, individually births per population into 1000. So individually this 50 divided by 800 into 1000, 30 divided by 700 into 1000, 20 divided by 600 into 1000, 10 by 500 into 1000, 10 by 400 into 1000. Like that individually if you calculate, you will be getting all these values. 20, 66.7, 62.5, 42.9, 33.3, 20, 25. So we need to calculate WSFR in a column just by showing the initial age group by using the formula. Now find out this total. I have got 270.4 after calculating individual female birth by female population into 1000. Then this is the total of WSFR. That means the sum of WSFR is 270.4. And we have seen the quinquennial age. Right? What is the time magnitude between the age groups? 15 to 19, 5, 20 to 24, 5. All these are 5 width. So 5 is the magnitude. So multiply 5 summation WSFR. So 5 into 270.4, you will be getting 1352 female births per 1000 women of childbearing age. This is the answer for GRR, first problem, example problem. Suppose if you want to calculate GRR per woman, so what you need to do? Just we need to do GRR divided by 1000. I mean GRR answer. See, look at here, 1352 divided by 1000. If you do 1.352, you will be getting rate. Here you got the value female births per 1000 women, but per woman if you want to calculate, divided by 1000 you need to do always. 1.352 female births per woman. Now I have given in the previous video conclusion writing, how to write the conclusion. If GRR is greater than 1, population increasing. If GRR value is less than 1, population decreasing. Right? Now here the rate is 1.352. That means the GRR value is greater than 1. Greater than 1 means what would be the conclusion? The population is increasing. Are you clear? So this is example problem. Now we shall see exercise questions. Look at here. Question number 19 in your exercise. End of the chapter we have exercise questions. There question number 19 in 1 mark, 2 marks. GRR given. What is the statement? GRR per woman is greater than 1. NRR per woman is less than 1. Then what would you conclude? As I have mentioned earlier in the previous video, GRR does not consider mortality of women throughout their childbearing age till 49th year, upper age. Does not consider the mortality of a woman, but wherein NRR it considers the mortality of women, survival of women is also taken into account. So obviously when GRR there is no mortality, value would be higher than NRR. Then obviously GRR value and NRR value, if you compare both, NRR will never ever exceed GRR. Remember, so NRR value will never ever exceed GRR. Reason? Because GRR does not consider the mortality of women, wherein NRR it considers. So now whenever we take together GRR and NRR, the rate, if GRR is greater than 1 and NRR is less than 1, so don't be under the impression GRR is more than 1, then population is increasing. That is wrong. When you compare GRR and NRR, obviously GRR value will be more than NRR. Okay. So but ultimate method to find out the rate is NRR, because it considers age, sex as well as survival rate of women. Everything will be considered along with childbearing age, with quinquennial age, right? Sex of newly born baby, everything will be considered. So NRR method is the ultimate method. Whenever you calculate together GRR and NRR, if they ask to write the conclusion, always see to that only NRR value, what is the value taken. So NRR is less than 1. NRR less than 1 means population obviously decreasing. Don't compare with GRR, because GRR should not be considered whenever you calculate together. Alone if you calculate, then if greater than 1, population increasing, less than 1, population decreasing. But wherein NRR and GRR together comparison, if NRR is less than 1, then the population is decreasing. Then the conclusion here would be population is decreasing. This is 19th one answer. Carefully you just see. Now question number 17 in 5 marks. calculate GRR. Data is given clearly, you see. Age, again quinquennial age from 15 to 49, childbearing. Having individual age magnitude 5, quinquennial age along with the childbearing 15 to 49 is also considered. Now female population is also given 15580, 11120, 15950, 16290, again 16270, 15220 and 14010. Female births 189, 711, 969, 642, 349, 108 and 8. So this is the given data. Now we shall calculate GRR for this. Tell me, what is the formula of GRR? 5 summation WSFR. In hurry, don't write ASFR, because ASFR and WSFR are entirely different. ASFR, live births in specific age by female population in that particular age into 1000, their live births. But here female births in a specific age by female population in that particular age, in a short format, female births by female population into 1000. So look at the formula and the conclusion. So GRR 5 summation where I equals to 15 to 49, because this 5 is taken as I magnitude. So I magnitude quinquennial age. So 5 summation WSFR. So as I said you earlier, every problem, the initial births by population per particular age group has to be shown at the bottom, every problem. So first calculate WSFR for the age group 15 to 19, female births by female population into 1000. So what is the first female birth? 189 divided by 15580. So 189 divided by 15580 into 1000. After calculating, I have got the value 12.130. So take it as 12.13. Similarly, remaining all you need not show. Just by using this formula, only initial age group has to be calculated, has to be shown like this. This carries 1 mark. Remember, formula carries 1 mark. And make it as a new column WSFR and calculate the remaining, because this is already done here. So this is shown here. The remaining all from here to here, directly you can calculate in the column itself. Just like individual birth per individual population into 1000. Again, birth per population into 1000. Birth per population into 1000. Female birth per female population into 1000 should be calculated individually. So after calculating, you will be getting the value total 205.33. So I have got this total WSFR. Now what next? Total has to be multiplied with quinquennial age 5, because the age group is given 5 quinquennial age magnitude, I mean. So 5 summation WSFR, 5 into 205.33. Now after multiplying, you will be getting the answer 1026.7 female births per 1000 women population of childbearing age. So this is the conclusion. If at all they ask, write the conclusion. What you need to do? This GRR answer divided by 1000. If you do, you will be getting 1.026. This answer divided by 1000. Now this is more than 1, right? Then what would be the conclusion? Population is increasing. So this is how the conclusion has to be written. So the remaining problems, please refer government textbook exercise questions. You will be having n number of problems based on GRR, gross reproductive rate. So in the next video, I am going to explain net reproductive rate, and then Together, how to calculate GRR and NRR, I'll be explaining. Clear? So by this, I'm going to wind up this video. So next class, we shall see net reproductive rate. Now the remaining GRR problems, those who are having textbook, you can refer and solve. Otherwise, I am going to send the questions in WhatsApp group individually. So by seeing those questions, you can prepare your notes. I hope everybody is safe. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.